Most people think big moves come from big. Mess that all the way up.
Hey, yo, starting off wilding.
That's all right. Most people think big returns come from big fast moves, but that's not actually the case. A lot of times it takes slow, consistent, deliberate moves, and that will deliver major upsides in terms of income and ROI. This is the Black Wolf Rebels. Friday super late. It's my fault. Jimmy's going to blame me anyway, but we appreciate y'all joining. This is Freedom Fridays, and we're here for a good time. Probably not that long of a time though, but we here, y'all. What's up, Jimmy? I know
I
you're
just want
ready
to
to
salute
slander
you
me.
for being honest, right? You starting
That you're
off
going to
with a
slander
little bit
me?
of honesty.
That you're going to slander me?
No, I'm saying you taking accountability. That's so unlike you. I don't know. I don't even know how to respond to that, right?
You lie so well. Just want to salute you for that.
Like, how am I supposed to respond to you accepting responsibility for, for your actions?
You know, sir, if all the things you accuse me of were actually true, I don't think we would be friends. Wait a minute, are we
Not
friends?
true, man.
Are we
That's
friends?
not true, man. Because I
So
all
we
I
would
do
be
is give you
friends.
props. All I do is show you love and give you props, man.
What's up, y'all? Listen, we've been going for a minute. We missed y'all. I hope everybody's good. I see Darrell's in the building. What up, what up, what up? I see Anthony's here. Jigga's here. What up, though?
Oh, okay. The whole family's here. Let's get it.
Yeah, people's here. People's is here. How y'all doing? How y'all
Yeah,
enjoying
man.
this daily content that Jimmy is making me do every day, y'all? That
I
he's
said we
doing
gotta drop
every
something
day.
every day, so we gotta go live, man.
All right, so how y'all been enjoying it? How y'all been enjoying what's going on in the village?
I'm trying to figure out. Yo,
Are you
Facebook
running a
is
parlay
weird,
over
yo.
there, man? You running parlays?
No, I'm good. I'm not running a parlay. I'm trying to send the link pause to this show out on my Facebook page, but this joint is weird. Like this new app is crazy. But anyway,
Wait a minute. Facebook dropped a new app.
well, they updated their app on this joint, and it's kind of weird. It's just
I
weird.
can't keep up. I can't keep up. They be doing too much, man. They be doing too much.
They definitely do. Like it is. Sometimes it's like it's just weird, man. It's just weird.
What up, Warren? How you doing? Happy Friday. Listen, I hope everybody's good. I'm cold. It's freezing out here. We about to get an Arctic blast.
Yeah,
I feel like
yo,
the blast
when they
is
say
already
yo, we
here.
got an Arctic blast coming, that sounds crazy.
But listen, I feel like it's already an Arctic blast. How much worse can it get? It's been like 2 degrees.
Listen, man, it's nutty. It's super nutty out here, man. I hope y'all staying safe, staying warm, and all the good things, man. Quality content and much appreciated. Jamil, man, appreciate that, beloved.
And I want to give salutes to Jimmy for that because he's been taking the lead on a lot of that stuff. Because Jimmy be out here he got me out here slaving y'all. Y'all don't know that, but he does.
Here we go. See, I'm gonna tell you, Kamari just likes to be in the mix, yo. I realized that today.
It's not that I like to be in the mix. It's just things have to be done. Shit
Things
got
have
to
to be
get
done, but
done.
things don't always have to be done by you.
No, they don't have to be done. But sometimes when it comes up at the last minute, when you have like shit floating around in your basement, you got to get it done.
Yeah.
You got to get it done.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see.
Uh-oh, you about to share something?
Yeah, I'm about to share something. Of course I am.
Yeah, we share everything on here, man.
Listen.
We be oversharing. That's the problem.
No, I don't. That's not true.
Not you. I said we. That's the thing. I said we. I said we be oversharing.
Do we really overshare? I don't think we share enough, actually.
Okay, really? All right.
Like
Let's share more then.
No. So listen, there is one thing to just share. There's another thing to be really, really transparent. All right, so everybody watching, do y'all think we share too much, like in terms of content, in terms of value, or do we, talk about the issues, but don't really go deep enough? And Jimmy's about to say pause.
I'm chilling. I'm letting you do what you gotta do, man.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
Listen, man. All I'm saying is we do share a lot, whether you know it or not, right? However, could we share more? I think we probably could.
Okay. That was
we probably could.
That was a real political answer there, sir. I like how you did that, sir.
Hey, listen, man. Bitcoin is on sale, so if you get some sats today, you'll be excited.
What's up with that, man? Everybody think the world's coming to an end. Bitcoin is not happening. By the way, we do have our Bitcoin giveaway today.
Yes, we do.
Because we missed last week, correct?
We definitely did. So last week, listen, man, we got a lot going on. We are in the process, like I said, of moving to our new studios. we got our Saturday school tomorrow, which is why we probably not going to be on here that long this evening because we got to get ready for our Saturday school tomorrow morning. All kinds of events coming up. Yo, I'm speaking at the Philadelphia Library this week, bro.
And by the way, y'all, we are all speaking at the African American Museum, February.
Yes.
20th.
I forgot they changed the name in it. It's the African American Museum of Philadelphia, AAMP, right?
AMP, yes.
Yes, African American Museum of Philadelphia. We're speaking there on February the 28th. So that should be a great event for those that are in the city. Please come out and kick it with us. It's a cash mob, right? We're gonna raise some money for the African American Museum of Philadelphia.
Gotta support the peoples.
Yeah, super dope spot. So that's February 28th. February. So I got two. What I got this week? I'm speaking for the Assessors Association of Pennsylvania. I'm speaking to them on February 11th. February 12th, Philadelphia Library. I'm speaking for an organization called the International Code Council. I still don't even know what they do, but
they code.
No. It's not code like that. I think they are responsible for writing all the codes across the world that buildings have to abide by, something like that. That's what I think they do. It's some sort of like
a zoning type code,
something like that. But I think it's more about like building how buildings are supposed to be structured. I don't think it's necessarily zoning because it's international. But they're called that.
But it sounds like that's where zoning would follow the rules from, right?
Somewhat, right? Because think about it: if a building has to have like X, so they're kind of correlated, but it's not the same thing. But I think that's what they do. But I'm gonna go talk crazy to them. I mean, I'm just going.
So what you gonna talk about?
I'm going to talk about real estate. I'm gonna talk about data science and real estate and how properties are valued at the highest levels. Because everything I do is at the highest levels. So I got that coming up. So February is pretty crazy. I'm literally in school as we speak. I told you I'm going back to school, so I got a project due Wednesday. So my time has been absolutely nuts.
Man,
I'm in the developers program for NARAB. That starts this month.
That boy's smart.
Yo, they trying. I just talked to Liz this evening.
All right, fellas, we're gonna have to get all this shit out of here.
Well, look at it.
I have to have somebody clean this out. Oh, shit, we gotta put bleach on the floor. Yep, man. So I'm out here working, man. That's Jimmy's job.
Again.
He got me doing it.
No, stop it, man. Again, what I tell you is how I handle situations is I don't want to be in.
Come on, baby. You gotta be hands on, baby.
See, that's the problem. The problem is you like to be hands on. That's
not
your
the
problem.
The problem is you're not hands on. That's the problem.
That's not a problem. It's a beautiful thing. That's not where I'm best suited.
Come on, man.
I'm best suited here talking to the people. I don't have any skills. You see these hands right here, man? You see these hands?
Okay.
No calluses, no nothing, man.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm more of a blue collar type guy. Jimmy's the white collar type guy. It's okay.
Listen, man.
It's not a problem.
I don't understand how you District 12 people like to operate, man.
Ooh, the slander.
That's not slander, man.
By the way, that's the way,
show, man.
That's the way Jimmy talks all the time, yo. Don't ever fly coach when you're with Jimmy. One time, Jimmy and I flew a flight together. I lived and resided in what he calls District 12, which is coach. He was in first class, baby, with the champagne. Shipping with a
listen, man. Ain't no manicures on board to switch your plane, man. That's what Jay-Z taught me, man. But anyway, man, we ain't talking about that, man. We're here to talk about Kamari getting money. This whole show is about Kamari getting money.
Is it really?
I mean, y'all saw the cover.
Did you see the cover?
I saw the cover.
That was fine art.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it, it's fine art, right? I know you're inspired about the
Wait a minute. You're not going to call my work art?
It is art. It's your art. Yeah, it is.
Here we go with the slander.
It's fine art, man. So I know that you inspired to create art, so you got the art out there, but it's a beautiful thing, man. We're here to talk about you getting money, so let's talk about it.
Just call me Marsky.
Marsky. By the way, Kamari does have a Finsta where he does nothing but his creativity.
I've heard about that before, but I know nothing about that, sir.
Yeah, okay. You got a Finsta.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You have you got a whole page dedicated to your art.
But that's not a Finsta. Isn't that like a real? No, I'm serious. That's a real platform, right?
Well, a Finsta, it depends. All right, so I forgot. You sound like I'm talking to an old man. So it's really like a fake Instagram account. It's almost like an alternative account that you have for whatever reason.
No,
Most of
I
the time,
thought.
is using a pejorative about someone just creep being a creep.
Oh, I thought that was no. I thought that was an actual platform. Seriously.
There was a platform at one point. I don't even know that still exists, but the term itself is sometimes used for someone who has like a fake Instagram account that they
Okay.
use for whatever reason. It could be nefarious reasons. It could be because they like to double tap buns. It could be for you, like you just want to get your art off.
Double tap buns.
So some people do.
I mean, that's a form of art too, right?
No, it's interesting though because Instagram itself, right? And I know this turned to a whole Instagram talk. Has like so many things going on. Like it's almost like YouTube, right? Depending upon what you're into. Like I know people that be on Instagram just looking at conspiracy videos all day.
Yeah, and Twitter.
People be on Instagram looking at sports all day.
Don
People on
Johnson,
Instagram
love
looking
it.
at real estate all day.
I mean, what is there really to look at on Instagram to look at real estate? Because those are all like highlight reels, in my opinion.
Well, no, here's what I mean by that. I know
Okay.
people that go to look for like the architecture of the beautiful building. I have a friend that just loves.
Oh, yes, I do like that.
Look, he has no interest in like buying a mansion, but he loves watching mansions online for whatever reason. He gets enjoyment out of it. He's like, yo, this house is beautiful. Like it's just he likes to look at it.
So is he a guy that will go to an open house with no intention and
That's a good question because I don't think he does that, but he does like will send me just random videos of houses all day on Instagram. Like he sends me reels of those. Like take a look at this one. Like, and it's not about buying it. He just appreciates the beauty of it.
Okay. I mean, I ain't mad at that. I
Yeah.
mean,
So I'm just saying, but I guess the point I'm making is Instagram is interesting because it literally has whatever you're looking for, you can find it. Let me ask you this question though, Kamar.
Yes, sir.
Since TikTok has been taken over by the folks that took it over, do you still use it the same?
I mean, I didn't really use TikTok a whole lot before. I mean, I think I put something on there the other day, and like maybe once a month. If I get something on there once a month, that's a good month.
So let me ask you this question. I want everybody in the chat to answer this too before we get into our main topic. What is your preferred social media platform? What's yours, Kamari?
So my platform that I prefer is not truly a social media platform, but I prefer YouTube. That's my favorite one.
Okay.
I think that's the one that treats the content creators the best and ultimately provides the most value.
Okay. So YouTube, I consider myself more of a consumer than really a producer on YouTube. I like to think Instagram, but actually I think it's going to sound like an old man. Might be Facebook, yo.
I mean, Instagram ain't nothing but Facebook 2.0 anyway. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's all owned by Meta, right? AKA Facebook, AKA Instagram, AKA whoever, whatever.
Yeah. All right, man. But let's get into this main topic because we're not going to be here that long this evening. We're going to, talk about our main topic and then do our giveaway and get out of here. But our main topic is about how Kamari out here getting all this paper, man. The whole world is losing value, and Kamari is running the bag up.
Whoa! I wouldn't say that, sir. But listen, I had a good couple of days. Took me a year in the making to get to a couple of days, but it worked. It worked out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on, before we get that, all right. So Don Johnson's here. All right.
He said Facebook.
All right, the streets missed us. All right, we missed y'all.
And what's goody? Yeah, man, stuff been crazy out here, man.
All right, so Facebook. All right, YouTube for me too. Right, between YouTube and X. Are y'all really on X? I'm actually starting to like Threads more than X, honestly.
I don't like Threads. Threads is like it's like a hippie playground.
Do y'all hear the slander?
No, because and I understand why, because of how it came about or whatever, but it's like there's one POV on X, right? It's super. I hate use these terms. I hate these terms, but it's true. Really it's super POV? Liberal, and it's like an echo chamber.
Well, is it just the POV that you're tuned into that the algorithm serves you?
Great question, and I don't have the answer to it.
Okay. I mean, I'm guessing. I would think it is kind of hippie-ish, tree huggery-ish, but I think X is so bad now.
Well, it depends. You can curate a great X experience. X to me is really just about getting news first. I'll be laughing at how everything pops off on X, and then it's like it's a running joke on X. Like Facebook gonna die laughing at this in about a week, and it's actually true. Like stuff will go from X and it gets to Instagram the next day, and then it like makes its way around. But X and probably TikTok are the ones where things break first.
Okay.
But again, My preferred platform, I think that I post things on IG, but I share them automatically to Facebook. But I have way better conversations and dialogue, and even learn more on Facebook. And I don't know if that's because I'm unk status, but you know,
But I think most of the people on your Facebook are actually your friends.
and I think that might have something to do with it too.
Yeah, like they're actually people who know you in IRL, right? There's
Yeah,
that
so that
component.
that might have something to do with it too.
Yeah. All right. So where you? I know y'all said what platform you like the best. But which platform do you have the best conversations on?
Oh, I see a last comment.
Oh, I
Oh, he
didn't
said
see
he had a
that.
question about BTC. Yeah, we can get
Hold
to that.
on.
We can get to the BTC question.
All right. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it before we get to the drawing. Yep. Touch on BTC.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna tell y'all what he gonna say. Go ahead.
you gonna tell me what I want to say? I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I honestly, I told y'all, and I've been saying this for a while. I don't care about price action. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want. So for me, it's on sale. But I do understand because my phone was going nuts. People were freaking out.
Because out of the
And
Bitcoin standard, I stack stats daily.
listen, I try to every day I go to bed with more sats than I woke up with, and that's just the goal. So for me, it's actually I got excited. I wanted the joint to drop to 40. If it had dropped to 40, boy, I wasn't gonna buy a whole coin at that point. But I mean, I just wanted it to drop. So
Oh, so you got 40 G's just laying around like that, huh?
I was gonna borrow it. Don't do that. I'm broke, baby.
You broke. I
I'm
mean,
broke.
if you're gonna borrow that, I mean you must have great credit
I
somewhere.
do have great credit.
All right, my man. My
You know what I'm
man.
saying? I'm close to an 8, but I digress. Listen,
Trying to get to 7. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to
but
see
no,
what that
honestly
look
though,
like.
so there's a lot going on. It's the market is very emotional. It's a lot going on in the world in general.
Yeah.
And there's so many reasons that right. So one of the things I want to point to is all of the synthetic ways to get Bitcoin now, which has an effect on the overall market, and also the thesis of like supply. Now, when you pull the layer back, though, supply is still going to be what supply is. It's no different than gold. It's no different than silver in terms of what the supply is. This is also an asset that has to mature. And we're kind of in a bear market. If you look at the 4-year cycle, this has played itself out several times. The thing about it is there are a lot of people who just got into space after Wall Street got into space with the ETFs, with the options and all the different ways that you have to get access to the value from Bitcoin, right? So if you haven't been through this before, I could totally understand it, which is why again I don't debate people or anything. I actually feel bad for people, but I've had this thing draw down on me like 40-50% several times. So for me, this is just par for the course. This is why to me it's comical when things bounce back and people say, "Man, you're just lucky you got in early," because they don't know this is actually where you earn right here. You earn by being patient. You know, someone told me that the best investors in the world, they have the ability to do nothing. And I was like, what kind of statement is that? But I thought about it, right? Because most
It's
people are
genius.
triggered and they trade in and out of things. Some of the best skills you can have as an investor is this skill of understanding how to literally do nothing. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like where we are right now. But there's a lot of reasons why. The synthetic Bitcoin is one reason why. It's literally a supply and demand thing. People are scared. And Bitcoin tends to right now, I don't think long term it will always, but it tends to right now kind of run um, it runs in parallel with a lot of other things which are risk on assets. So when people get scared, they get out of the risk on assets, and that's kind of what happened. So it's really just a supply and demand thing. He said, "Did I catch the Gary? Not Gary. If I say Gary, but what's the name? Oh, his man Grant Cardone vid with. I'm laughing because he won't call him. And so that's Vlad. For people don't know.
I
I
didn't
did
know
see your
that.
video, and I was actually gonna make a video in the village about that. It's interesting to hear Boyd talk about it that way because he in the past was a hater, but his brother actually went all in, and his brother is the one that kind of got him, in that space. But his strategy is a little different than mine because he's into the apartment. My strategy is for the everyday working person. My bricks and Bitcoin strategy. So do you think Michael Saylor has bubble guts right now? I think Michael Saylor is all
Is
in
buying.
any way
He's
you can
probably
say it.
raising money to buy
He
more.
probably is. He's out of his mind, right? But I also it's funny because I had someone who's very knowledgeable tell me last year, and it's funny because he hit me up yesterday and was like, "Remember I told you that?" And I was like, "I do." He told me last year. He said, "Don't be surprised that in 2026 that there's a concerted attack against Michael Saylor." And I said, "What do you mean by that?" He said big money is going to try to crush him because his whole strategy and everything that he stood for in terms of managing his reserves is kind of against how people manage companies and everything that are publicly traded. So he was kind of like being a maverick in a way. And a lot of these big institutions and the quote unquote powers that be don't want you to be a maverick. They're going to get your ass in line. And I said, okay. When he told me that, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Now it looks like that might be a thing. They're trying to crush this man.
Damn, Anthony, I thought I was the only one that got death threats on Facebook. For sports opinion. I wasn't for
Damn.
sports opinion,
What sports opinion? You must have slandered Bron.
You might have just said, you might have called the Cowboys the Cowgirls or something.
No, man, the Bron sexuals are different, though. The Bron sexuals will come at you. You say something bad about Bron.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Yeah, so you must have said something about Bron.
Lordy.
I seen as you call him love what's his name? The Bubney, whatever his name is, Vlad. He be really trolling these days, man. I saw a couple of videos pop on my timeline where I'm like, he be rage baiting these days. You know how to get the computers putin though.
I mean, I think there definitely is a correlation between the Walsh nomination when he's finally in the gutter run. What's the ATH?
So for me, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it may be a little while before we like really bounce back to where we were. Because again,
I mean, that's fine now.
No, for me, it's absolutely fine. My DCAs run. They just run. And my business, like, that I talk about in my, by the way, the website is bricksandbitcoin.com, but I digress. That strategy is just running. And the way I use the River account now makes it even crazier. So,
You're using the River account, Jimmy.
Well, if they want to know what that is, you have to go to the village and watch the whole video. There's a whole video in there about that.
Give him a little more than that. Come on now. Don't be.
What you mean?
Don't be stingy, man. Don't be stingy.
I'm not being stingy. I want people to really join the village. Go to blackwealthrebels.com and join it. So the River account is an account that pays you higher interest on your cash, but it pays it to you in Bitcoin. So your cash is never really at risk because your cash sits in the FDIC insured account. That cash generates a return, which is paid to you in Bitcoin, which allows you, the way I run mine, real estate to cash, cash to Bitcoin, is to actually have three assets working in conjunction with each other. If you want more information about that, you can go to the village, which is blackwealthrebels.com, or you can hit me up, shoot me an inbox or something, and I'll show you how to use that specific strategy. But that specific strategy is a no-brainer because any cash flow you get from real estate is going to sit in an account where it's protected. So you're not even losing cash. Even if Bitcoin fluctuates, it doesn't matter because the Bitcoin you'll end up having is created from that cash that's sitting in an FDIC insured account.
But actually, now is a great time to do more. So I should put more money in my River account. Because now, okay.
Also, another way to look at it is also it's a great time for the other strategies that I teach in terms of Fold, Gemini, all those different strategies. Because when you're getting Bitcoin as cash back, it's just like buying a dip, but all you're doing is living your life and getting the dip in return, right? So I went and I filled my gas tank up this morning. Got like 4% back, all in sats. You know what I'm saying? Bought a little groceries. You know what I'm saying? I thought I left the office today. What did I do? Got 4% back in sats. So, that's just how it works.
So yeah, we wanted to talk about that because my phone be giving me problems.
I got me an Amazon card. I got an overnight, some Beastable chocolates. Pause.
Beastable
by the way,
chocolates. That's
you never tasted that before?
That's some pause. Say pause, Jimmy.
I did say pause.
You didn't say pause.
Absolutely said pause.
I didn't hear you. Did y'all hear Jimmy say pause? I didn't hear you.
I did say pause.
Okay.
Anyway, for if you don't know what I'm talking about, Kamari,
I don't.
Mr. Beast.
I'm too poor to know anything about Mr. Beast and his
Mr. Beast makes Beastable chocolate. He has his own chocolate company now, and I don't know where he gets his chocolate from, but it's the best chocolate in the world, pause. And so I only bringing it up because I use Fold to get that. So I got an Amazon card from Fold, ordered some Beastable chocolate, got it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. While it's down, I'm stacking in a whole different way.
Got you. All right, Mary May said she heard you say pause. All right, I must have missed it. Hey, Mary. How you doing? Happy Friday, Mary. Welcome. All
Mary,
right. So
Kamari says I need to set up an appointment and talk to you because I say pause too much. He thinks I need to talk to someone about that.
he needs to be redeemed. He needs help. Help.
But here's the thing: you don't understand that at this point it's like not even conscious. I just
I know. So you've been programmed, you
from
gotta get out
years,
of
from
that.
years, from
Yeah.
years.
Unprogram yourself.
It's going back 20 years. But anyway,
Emancipate
man,
yourself. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Come on.
none
Get
but us can
free.
free our minds.
Get free.
All right, so let's talk about Kamari making a lot of money, right? So the title of this episode today is Why I Love My Leaps.
And Jimmy loves leaps too, so it's not just about me.
I mean, y'all can look at the cover of who that closely resembles. But anyway,
Oh, so
turned the
are you trying to like ball chain me?
no, I'm not shaming you at all,
Because you
beloved.
have lots and lots of hair.
I'm not shaming you at all, beloved.
Okay.
I'm giving you your props for getting a 400% return.
Okay. I don't believe you.
So with
Anyway,
that being said, all right, while we're here for a short period of time, break down what a leap is and why do you love your leaps?
so I love leaps because they are like stocks on.
Oh,
They're
real
like,
quick, before you do that, I'm gonna do what
yes.
you do to me all the time. Pause.
Okay,
You
go
always
ahead.
say, "What is a leap, Kamari?"
Okay. What is it? Long-term expiration anticipation. I always forget.
Long-term equity anticipation.
Thank you.
It's
Long-term equity. Long-term equity anticipation, and the P stands for.
long-term equity. What is it? Long-term equity anticipation. What is it? Long-term equity anticipation security.
Yeah, careful with that as well. I mean, so basically, what leaps are? They're basically options that are a year plus long in expiration. So I love to buy leaps, usually calls, where I'm anticipating the increase of a price of a stock, because options are derivatives, meaning that their price is based on stocks, usually, sometimes other things, whether it's some of the other things are like futures and currencies and things like that. But usually I focus on stocks. So you can buy calls and you can buy puts. Calls are believing that the stock is going to increase in value. Puts typically are believing that it's going to decrease in value. And I had to tell you why I'm going to sue Corey, because he made me miss out on buying some long-term put options on silver. But it's okay. It's okay. But I mean, that's actually a real conversation too, y'all. But I brought some leaps over a year ago, right? So I'm able to take advantage of long-term plays, not worrying about the short-term swings in the market. And I say, all right, so will oil be this low 2 years from now? Probably not. And so in the beginning of 2025, I started accumulating some XLE leaps. Now, I love the dumpster dive, meaning
What's
I love,
XLE, Kamari?
hold on, I got you. I love to buy stuff when it's on sale. Now, XLE is an ETF, and XLE is an ETF that comprises most of the energy companies, most of the oil companies, especially like Chevron, Exxon, Schlumberger is in there. I'm trying to think of some other ones.
Stranger. What you say?
Schlumberger.
I think it's Stranger. All right, so let me put it in plain speak.
Afterbirth.
So you bought contracts on the fact that energy would eventually go up. You bought call contracts, right?
On oil specifically.
On
Yeah.
oil specifically. You thought that oil was going to see an increase in value. So you bought them a while ago.
Yep.
And now, you got your 400% and now you bought. Okay.
I bought because so here's the thing, right? I'm never going to invest like major shares of my portfolio into these. But as I get more money, I can invest more. But I made a couple grand.
All right, so here's what I'll tell you,
I
right?
can't retire on it. I can't retire.
But here's the beautiful thing about making a couple grand.
Right.
How much physical labor did you do to make a couple grand?
So Jimmy's trying to lead me. He's like,
I'm not leading you anywhere. I am not leading you.
He's leading. I'm telling y'all that right now. Because watch the next question.
I am not leading him. I'm just trying to get you.
It felt awesome. It felt awesome not to do anything in terms of labor wise, except for use my brain and pull out my phone every now and again to look at some things. But no, it was amazing.
I'm gonna tell you why I love long-term equity anticipation securities, right? The reason I love long-term equity anticipation securities,
He's trying to get it. He's trying to.
I got like 5,000 acronyms in my head, right? And I'm like, so but anyway, the reason I love leaps though are because you're buying time. And time is the most valuable asset, as mentioned in the book On Your Time and Space. But you're buying time and you're giving yourself a chance to be right. I know Chaz was in the comments, and Chaz has like a shirt she was selling this, which is true. I'm not wrong, I'm early, right? Um, because that's the thing. And I also love it because it's more of a long-term investment. I have a lot that goes on in the course of the day, so I don't have time to always stand in front of the charts. So therefore, leaps give me the ability to, leverage money, and you lever up, and you can do it in a safe way. And if you're right about your analysis, you can make a lot of money. You can print money over time. So that's why I love leaps. Long-term equity anticipation security. At this point, and for those that are in the village know, I used to trade every day, spy every day. I haven't really done it as much because I've been buying more leaps and I've been running what I call, what's called the wheel strategy with cover calls and cash secure puts. It's kind of the only two strategies I've been using. In fact, when I was watching this past week what happened with Bitcoin, I was thought about buying some leaps in IBIT. I wish I would have. I probably would have cashed out already. um, I say all that to say this: leaps are a very powerful tool. If you guys go into the village and watch our classes on options, you can see that I recommended a book. The best leap book there is a book called Intrinsic. Um, if you want to get the book, just go into the village and go into the options. I got it in there several times. Or hit me up. I'll send you the specific book I'm talking about. But it's a book on buying options. Give you a specific strategy, tells you how to do it, and I think it's the best book there is in terms of buying leaps.
Why
And
do you feel it's the best book?
because it so if you're very experienced, what I'll tell you is the first couple of chapters you won't like, but I do think it's valuable because they lay a foundation. They give their thesis in terms of why they use leaps, and they give you a specific strategy. So I think it's one of the best books because first of all, it gives you actionable items. Two, it does a great job of explaining why leaps can be powerful. One of the things he talks about within that book is the fact that you can safely get leverage because if you buy a stock and you buy the same leap, your leap will increase by way more than your stock will, even if depending upon what that increase in value is. So if the increase in value of a stock is say $10 on that stock, it's $10 on every share you have in that stock. But if you have a leap in that same company, it's going to be exponentially higher. So it allows you to get leverage that way and to make a lot of money. But I think that is probably the best book that I've read on leaps, and I've read a number of books on leaps.
So,
So
like to go into that though, Jimmy, like I was looking at the delta on my leaps. I
mhm.
think it's like 15 or something like that. So for every 1% that XLE goes up, I'm generating like 15% in return.
and
So
that's why you're
that's
able to lever up in a
bananas.
different way,
Yeah,
right?
that's like bananas to me.
Again, the thing about options, specifically the strategies, because I think it's also part of getting older too. You know what I mean? A shout to Pass, who I see in the comments. I
What up,
think as you get
Pads?
older, naturally you become more conservative. And I was talking to Corey about this because Corey still has a gambler spirit, but I'm at a place now where I'm probably more concerned with preserving capital than creating capital. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for strategies that are more conservative and more give me the ability to protect my capital more. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I love it. But it's a great way. It's a great way to print money. And then also the way I look at leaps also are I look at leaps as almost being rental property, right? That's the same way I look at cover calls, like rental property. So the same way people be saving money, like I'm gonna save up to buy me another rental. I'll be like, look, I'm gonna save up and use, use money to buy me a leap or
It's some
set up a
more
wheel.
leaps. So if y'all didn't pick this right, so Jimmy's trying to slander my new love for real estate. He's like, forget real estate, just buy some leaps, buy some options.
I will never stand in real estate. Real estate has changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And
But
in fact,
I
but I
felt
think
that.
there's more than one way to do real estate. I think that's kind of what I've been trying to communicate to my brother. Not that real estate's a bad thing. Real estate is a beautiful thing, but there's a number of ways to make money in real estate.
Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna give you
take
an example for those
I'm gonna
watching.
take
I
that
told
rent
Kamari
I'm
this.
getting and
I
I'm
told
gonna
Kamari this
invest
the
it
other day.
into some REITs as well.
Not just REITs. It's so many ways to make
I'm
money in
talking
real
about
estate,
me.
right?
I'm talking about me.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. REITs is fire. I met a gentleman, an Italian brother. And by the way, for those who don't know, I got my appraisal trainee license here in Philadelphia. So if anybody is in Philadelphia and you need an appraisal, holler at me
We
because I
can't
can
just run over that. You got your what?
appraisal license. But listen though,
Congratulations. No. Congratulations, sir.
thank you,
Congratulations.
sir. Thank you,
That's
sir.
major. That's major.
But listen, here's why I'm bringing this up. One of the reasons that I finished the job, I met an Italian gentleman who was coming to do an appraisal of one of my properties that I was refining, right? And me and him get to talking, and I was breaking down some information to him. And main man did a half mil last year, and he was clowning me a little bit. He like, look, he scaled up the service based side of it on the appraisal side to the point where he was able to get, make that kind of money. And he has a business that did a half mil, and he has like 2 employees in him, right? Now, what he was saying is he was like, yo, and I ain't got to deal with no tenant. He just got plugged in. He worked his network, got plugged in with the right lenders, and they just got him, they feed him all their work. I say all that to say this. There's so many ways to make money in real estate, right? I was talking to a gentleman who does masonry work, right? He owns only a couple rental properties, but he told me, he said the reason I wasn't in a rush to scale my rental property business is because I started working and getting good at masonry work. So this dude is doing multiple 6 figures, just doing masonry work, and he enjoys it, right? So I'm just saying, real estate, whether you're on the construction side, whether you're on the appraisal side, I know a number of mortgage professionals that are running the bag up. There's so many ways to make money in real estate. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question for you. So you were talking about that young man who's doing a half an M.
Mhm.
If you made a half an M as an appraiser, how much you gonna put into leaps?
It's a great question. I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest with you, but I probably would have a strategy where I would take. I'm going to invest probably 2/3 of it, but at that 2/3, I would have to think about how I wanted to allocate it because some will probably be in leaps, some will probably be in REITs, some will probably be in. Obviously, it's going to be some Sats in there too. But yeah, I would have to figure out how I would
I
allocate
don't
it.
believe 2/3. I would
I
say
do.
1/3. I think 2/3 will be in BTC.
No. I'm talking about how much of it that I'm going to live off some of it, right? So I'm going to live off of 1/3 of it, and I'm going to invest 2/3 of it.
Okay. Yeah.
What I just meant is 2/3 of it is going to be put.
Question though.
Yeah,
But
2/3 is going to be put to work.
I got
I
you.
don't need a lot of money to live off of. That's why I said 2/3 of it. I'm going to put to work, and I'll probably keep
Listen, man,
1/3.
if you're making a half an M, you buying breakfast, lunch, and dinner at least twice a week.
I don't care about that. Listen,
I was talking about for me. I was talking about for me, sir.
Listen, when we go out, I treat. I don't no problem with that. We eat good out here.
I think I treated it last time, but it's okay. I think I treated it last time.
Oh, first off, last time was last week, and I treated first the same day.
Where did we go last week?
We was at our spot, man. A little trip.
We got a couple. Yeah. You did.
I did. I treated once. You treated the other. We went twice.
You did.
But I digress, though. I ain't keeping score. But here's my point, though.
But listen, it's fun. It's fun.
But here's my point. The point I was making overall is there's a number of ways to make money in real estate, and I think that you should get money in real estate, right? Because of your experience and your network, you have so many people in real estate. Why not get the money there, man? You know what I'm saying?
You talking about me specifically, or
both of us? For me, I'm never not going to be doing real estate in some form or fashion. I just think that my days of just buying rentals and putting tenants in maybe changing. I've been really focusing on the development side, man. But I'm going to be in real estate, man. In the words of Avon, man, I ain't gonna be playing too many away games, man. I'm playing home game.
Okay.
Remember he told Stringer that when Stringer tried to get
I remember he complained about him trying to be cool with the downtown ends.
Yeah, when he was talking about trying to get main man a whack Clay Davis. He was like, man, you need a Day of the Jackal type dude. You can't have, you know what I'm saying?
A rough and tumble.
Yeah. He said the problem is you've been playing too many away games. I watched The Wire way too much, y'all. But
yes.
I took that line to mean something, right? The way I interpreted that line from Avon is, and we've seen this, right, where somebody's doing 5 links, then they selling like health shakes, then they doing real estate, right? Then they doing forex, then they stripping, then they a pastor, you know what I'm saying? Then they got a car wash. It's like, and there's no shots at anybody. Sometimes you also got to figure out what you want to do. But once you figure out what you want to do, stop playing away games. Yeah, stop playing away games. Go all in.
But that away game also was a reference to protecting his home turf and the towers as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So stop playing away games. And I say that to say real estate is home, so I'm not gonna play too many away games, man.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at
And
that.
that's your wire lesson for the day.
Listen, we probably should do a show all about the wire. So
Finance lessons learned from the wire.
There are so many in there. It's crazy. Listen,
Financial lessons learned from the wire.
My favorite is Prop Joe, right? And this is the definition of business, right? And it's the whole goal of business. Buy for $1 and sell for $2. It's really that simple. It's really that simple.
Listen, Prop Joe said, look the part, be the part. You know, I can probably give y'all 5,000 business lessons from the wire. And I think that's going to be a new show in the village, man.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to count them up. Business lesson from the wire. What's the first business lesson from the wire? I take anybody money they're giving away. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So for everybody that's in the village, what has been one piece of content that really resonated with you that y'all seen recently?
I don't know if you saw Ant's comment above about the last piece of content.
Okay, no, I didn't see Ant's comment.
Yeah. And I don't know if you want to address that because Ant had a comment about the last piece of content. He said he got triggered by it.
I thought he was talking about this.
No, not that one. I'm a Cowboys and Memphis Grizzlies fan. I told everyone that John Morant wasn't getting traded. And all some weirdo space thought he called me a Bama and said, yo, wow. Speaking of that, John Morant is going to have one of the greatest 30 for 30s ever because I was reading today. Brian Windhorst said that they were trying to trade him, but his trade value was actually negative. It wasn't that his value was down so bad that he couldn't get traded. He said his value was down so bad that people were like, in order for us to take him, you have to give us picks. So John Morant and Zion Williamson were supposed to be the saviors of USA basketball. John Morant is like just on something else, and Zion is just too horny to focus on basketball. So I don't know what's going on.
If you had that much money, how old is Zion?
He's a young boy. He's in his early 20s.
If you had that much money,
this is true. This is true. I mean, listen, I get it.
Listen, Magic.
He's wilding out though, bro.
Magic. I mean, Wilt.
The Zion is in the social media era, and he's inboxing chicks and just like going crazy with it.
If Magic would have been in this era, if Wilt definitely would have been in this era, they would be all over social media.
I get it. But he gonna be the first dude to not make the Hall of Fame because he's horny though. Watch, he gonna be the first one, man. So anyway, with all that being said, though, that's not a reason to threaten somebody over a sports debate, though. People are insane. But let's get to Ant's other comment. He said the last Patreon had me triggered. A lot of raw emotions came up. I was out of character. So for those who aren't in the village, join the village by going to blackwealthrebels.com. Watch the video that he's talking about. So Kamari and I originally reviewed the video. And Kamari reviewed my video, and I watched it too. Super dope, you know. But what we were talking about is a gentleman who caught a little flack online this past week. He put a video out. Actually, it was a couple weeks ago because I think it was towards the end of December. He put his video out. But his video says that he doesn't believe in taking care of his parents.
So wait a minute, that wasn't the last video. The last video was the one that you did. So I wasn't sure if he was talking about that one about stability isn't weakness.
Oh no, I thought he was talking. I just forgot about that one. Came out. When did that come out? Yesterday. Today. All right, yeah. So no, I don't think he was talking about that. I think he's talking about the parent one. You're talking about the one about the parents, right?
Because I had to stop watching that one as well. That one, yeah. It took me a minute to get to that.
Yeah. So anyway, that was an interesting video though. For those that saw it, like it was very interesting. The guy said he doesn't believe in taking care of parents. And he had a lot of reasons why. And I know that it triggered a lot of people. And, you know, it was difficult for me to watch too, right? When you lose a parent, it changes you forever. It just does. So when you hear somebody talk like that, it's like, it's almost like if I'm out and I see someone like raise their voice at their mom, I get triggered. Like really, I really do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's funny. I was speaking to one of my younger nephews and he was upset at his mom. He's like yelling and I'm sitting there like, dog, like, gotta get it together, man. So I get it, and if that's what you're speaking of,
he was there at the very moment he was hollering at his mom.
Not hollering at her, but they were like arguing. He's like, man, like she be getting on my nerves, and I was like, yeah, but she's here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know he don't, you know,
he won't get it. Yeah.
It's relative, right? He doesn't get it, but
how old is he?
For me, you know,
anyway. How old is he?
He's young. He's in his early 20s.
Early 20s. Okay.
Yeah. So his mother's my age, right? So, but he's still growing and learning and all that. And it's like they be arguing with nonsense. But I just be telling him like, yo, one day she ain't gonna be here, and you gonna wish you had her here to argue with, right? So cherish the time and the moments. So that's why that video triggered me a little bit. And I figured the reason I asked you to watch it because I know what you're going through, and I was like, I wanted to see what your perspective was on that video.
So real quick, I have a question. So you were triggered by your nephew. Have you ever had to get in any of your nephew's chest because of the way they're speaking to them?
No, it's never gotten like that. He's not disrespectful. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. It's never been anything.
So he's verbalizing what he's thinking and feeling.
Yeah, and I appreciate it because I'm that person that he talks to, right? So therefore, he just expressing to me, like
Gotcha.
it's nothing serious, but it's just like, still, you got to recognize that.
So he's just ranting. He's not really being disrespectful to his mother.
No. He would never cuss at me.
He like, okay, got you. That's different. Okay. I was thinking of something.
Yeah, like, one of them Jones, like, yo, she be asking me to do this, she be getting my nerves when we do this, and I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah. No, I got it.
So it's one of those type things.
I got it. Yeah. All right. So go ahead, Jim.
Jamil says that's a whole YouTube niche. Business lessons from The Wires and Sopranos. I'm seeing brand new channels popping up discussing the psychology of the relationship between characters. Business will be. So I've seen it's the one dude. I think he's from Philly.
He's from Philly.
Yeah, listen, I like his job because he be mad like comment.
But he got me looking at The Wire totally different.
No, he's super dope. But his is not specific to business. His is more specific to psychology.
Yeah.
But I like it though.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about straight business lessons. Shit, I could do a whole joint strictly on real estate lessons from The Wire. But
I mean, which ones? Because they owned a bunch of real estate, Avon and
I wrote
Avon
a book.
Australia.
I wrote a book years ago. The book was called "I Lived My Life by Lox Bars," right? And it was like, because I'm a huge fan of Lox.
You put that out?
I never put it out. I still have it. I actually have it, right? But I never put it out.
All right. Listen.
But let me explain to you why, though.
Wait. I need you to drop that for Black History Month.
So Corey saw a part. I didn't fully finish it, but I have several chapters written. Corey saw it, and what happened was I was trying to finish that up, and shout out to him too. Ash Cash dropped his 444 book, and then I felt weird. I'm like, it's gonna seem like I'm biting somebody else's like whole thing because his was. No, but hear me out though. I'm old school. Though. I come from that era where, because the thing about it is, I've talked to Ash Cash, but me and him had never talked about that at all. It was just like, and I told him that. As a matter of fact, I told him when he did a podcast with us, I was like, yo, I had this idea, but it just is what it is. So I never dropped it.
What was his response to that?
He was like, no, drop it. That's what he said.
Drop it.
But no, I got to go back and revisit it and then edit it though. But that was kind of the premise of it. Is kind of what Jamil said, where it was like I was taking this line or that line and then relating it to like real estate and business, how it made me feel, right? Because that's the great thing about art. People take it different ways.
Correct. All right.
It does serve as a lesson to get your bread up, because the world don't give an F about you, and sometimes your children won't either. See, you know what? I never even thought about that perspective on a video.
What you mean? What perspective?
He's talking about the video about your parents. He's saying that it's a lesson to get your bread up, because if you have kids, what if your kids feel like him? You got to have your bread so you can take care of yourself.
Right, but I'm gonna tell you this. I have a lot of conversations with sisters, and sisters are notorious, especially the ones who like done some things, but they look out for everybody else, money wise. Right? They don't usually do a lot for themselves, and this is a generalization, so it's not everybody.
Yeah.
But I tell many sisters that listen, while you might be building them out now, you are not serving your future self, and you are potentially making yourself a burden to your children by not putting your bread up. So to Jamil's point, he is 1000% right, but a lot of us don't talk about that. And I think that's, Jimmy's going to get me for saying that, but I think that's something we got to talk more about. And it's not just women. I mean, it's women and men, but the women are especially vulnerable because a lot of times they are leading these headholds, these families, and they got to be the steward and produce bread and be the savior for everything. So they got to start investing in themselves. They got to.
No, that's an excellent point. But I was so triggered by the video that I didn't think about the other side that Jamil was talking about. Like, it's another reminder to really take care of yourself, right? And that's one of the things about people saving even for retirement.
Yep.
You have to take care of your future self while you're younger, right? Even if you have family, friends, kids, whatever it may be, no one's going to take care of you like you do yourself. And to your point, Kamari, it was always that saying. It said the best way for a father to take care of his kids is to do right by their mother or take care of their mother, whatever it may be. And the point of that was about if you take care of yourself and your spouse, that takes care of the whole family by
Correct.
proxy, right?
Yep.
So the same thing applies in terms of what you're saying that you have these people. Most of the time, it could be the woman in the family who's spending all their time making sure everybody else is good. But what about them?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
look out for your strong. What's that saying? Got to check on your strong friends.
I mean, that's real, man. That's real.
Yeah, man. So Pat says rather for a person to be truthful and not want to take care of parents instead of doing it out of obligation and being resentful, treating them like crap. Everybody ain't built to be a caregiver. You talked about that in your video too. How sometimes you can be doing a disservice if that's not like in your skill set and you don't know what you're doing.
Well, I was talking more from the medical perspective, but Pastor just triggered something to me. So there are times my mother is very, very independent, and so we be beefing sometimes, right?
Mhm.
But I gotta check myself, like, because she'll say, "Well, I'm the mother." What?
That's her draw four right there.
Yeah, it's
Blah
like,
blah
I'm the
blah blah blah
mother.
blah. Here go a draw
You're the
four.
son.
Boom.
I'm just like, no, but it becomes really hard. But it's an ultimate humbling experience, and it's like, if you're serious about it, you got to step back and say, all right, relax, it'll be okay, and just keep moving, just keep
All right.
moving.
So the goat, who just won another Grammy. I always tell you this: the goat, PJ Morton.
Shout out to
Always,
PJ Morton,
but
another Grammy.
one of my favorite lines.
By the way, I want to let you know the goats just won a Grammy as well. His whole family accepted. Shout out to Fela Kuti, but go ahead.
Oh, Fela Kuti. I was sitting there thinking. I was thinking like I didn't know Robertson was up for a Grammy. I know that's your guy. That's what I thought you was talking about.
Eric is my guy. I love Eric.
But I sent you that. I sent you that video. On, like I don't know if you even looked at it.
I didn't know you sent me a video. I saw you write something, but
I want you to take a look at the video. The reason I sent you that video is because it's about PJ Morton is winning a Grammy, and the first person to congratulate him was your man. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. First of all, the two comments that was first on this video was Eric Roberson and Brandy. I was like, they Kamari people. But I digress.
I'm a major Brandy fan. If y'all
listen.
I'm a Brandy
Kamari,
stan. I will admit that. Admit that. Yes.
Kamari is a Brandy stan. He be listening to like D-side Brandy. Like, why you even know that song? But anyway, the line that he has is you have to give yourself some grace and give yourself some space to feel. And I say that because when you're dealing with a parent, right, it can be difficult at times or whatever, but I think it's okay to feel that, right? Don't keep that in and then snap on your parent because you're upset. Listen, life ain't easy, man, right?
But to your point, Jim, right, I don't think most people know how to process their emotions. Like a lot of us are taught, especially men, are taught to repress their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And we always say women are the most emotional. But when you look at a lot of brothers in jail, it's because of a lot of times it's some love triangle. And
I never believed that because life showed me different.
Yeah, they didn't know how to process their emotions. And so they wound up in jail, because they were in some kind of love triangle. So
listen, men are good at acting as if they don't have emotions. But
exactly.
men are more jealous. Men are more moody. Listen, man.
I gotta give you the horns for that, brother. You cooking.
No, it's true. Like life experience has shown me that. But I think you make an excellent point because it's something that I still work on personally, right? Is having the ability to sometimes shit just don't be okay. And you gotta like sit in that for a minute.
But somebody's gonna call us simps for saying that, right?
I get called a simp all the time, right? I tell people that I support women, like, you're a simp. I'm like, so because I'm not out here just calling women out of their name every day, I'm a simp. Like, yeah, listen, man.
Who you calling the bitch?
It's weird. Man. Listen, right. Man. But what I realized about a lot of dudes that do that too, they've
been hurt.
Yeah, man, and they don't have my experience, man. Like, I love being around feminine energy. Like, not even on no like creep Zion Williamson type time, but just like in general. Like, so they be different though. They be weirdos. But that's okay.
And you wouldn't mind some Zion Williamson time.
Huh?
Nothing.
Here you go. Here you go. See the slander? See the slander?
That's not slander. That's just being a man. I'm just saying.
No, but the point I'm making is some people to be having like, yo, you a simp. I'm like, dude, like you just want me to just be like wilding all day, like you be on some red pill type stuff. But anyway, man,
the red pills. I think the red pills are winning right now, though. But yeah,
listen, man, they don't get no yams though. That's their problem, man.
but I think they do. I think
They
they do.
don't.
No, I think they do. And then a lot of women be mad that they got with them, but I'm like, they showed you all the signs before you got with them.
Anyway, man. Back to the topic at hand.
It's not that kind of show. I'm sorry.
It's not that kind of show. Back to the topic at hand. The topic at hand is the fact that it's okay. Getting back to the topic about taking care of parents. I think it's okay to be upset and to understand that. Listen, man. Relationships are difficult. Your mother, your father, whoever you're taking care of, they will bother you at times.
Yep.
You know, sit in that, but you know, process your feelings and keep it moving.
But you know what? Sometimes it's also a learning lesson, right? So sometimes we in our feelings, and it's like, yo, just sit back and listen, and just SDF you know, and you'll be all right.
Man, that's one of the best lessons in life. Sometimes is just to take. You know, listen. Speaking of, that's one of the bars that was in my locks book. Now I'm thinking about it. Styles has a bar where he said, "Let the sweat dry off and then grab the cannon." Right? And I always think about that because people are so quick just to make emotional decisions. But sometimes if you just sit in something for a minute, you could process it and you'll make a completely different decision than you were getting ready to do when you were ready to jump off emotion.
I mean, the fact of I'm asleep on it, right? It is genius because sometimes you'll sleep on something, you'll feel one way about it before you go to sleep, but when you wake up, it's like it really ain't that bad.
Those are
It really
facts.
ain't that deep, you know?
You ever have somebody send you an email and you want to as previously stated and jump right in there or jump right, you know what I'm saying, right at them, and then you sit back and just think about it, and then you know,
Like,
I've done this all the time. I'm ready to go at somebody in the email, then I'll be like, okay, noted. Just give me one word answer at that point, because you process it and realize like, why am I going back and forth? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing?
But you also probably did that to be a smart ass. You're like, noted.
I mean that too. It's another way of trolling. But what I'm saying is, it also de-escalates situations. I'm not going to send you a 5-paragraph essay like I was getting ready to. So let the sweat dry off and then grab the cannon. Like that's a life lesson right there.
Gotcha. Jamel says, Jim, you got to bring back the Yahoo joints because this was discussed before, the burden of taking care of elderly parents.
Yeah. So what he's talking about is we used to pull up the different articles that went.
Yeah,
to, like,
we done something together. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to bring that back because those are real life examples of people going through things as it pertains to finance. It's not just, you know, strategy. It's like what happens when I buy a house with my brother and he's not paying, stuff like that. But those are real life situations.
Those are real life situations. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then he had a legit point on how your partner didn't necessarily sign up for that task and it may drive a wedge in the relationship or vice versa. You may not want to deal with your parents.
I heard that. I was going to say something in that video. I didn't, but I'll say it now. Listen, if your lady or your spouse, whoever, is not cool with you taking care of your people, shouldn't be your lady. And yes, it could be uncomfortable, right? I don't disagree with that. And sometimes moms and fathers be drawn when they come in, and that's something you got to go through, and it's legit. However, I don't see how anybody is cool with just turning their back on their parents, though. You're about to say something, Jim. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. They always tell you that when you marry a person, you marry their family, right? That's part that comes with them. That's just what it is. It's like women or men that marry somebody that has a kid and be like, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, that's part of the package. Like, what you doing? Like, that's part of it. You know, I saw a chick on X this past week. She was talking about how she's at an age now where a lot of her girlfriends are getting divorced. And she was like, she's never been married. And she was like, because of their situations, it kind of scared her. She said, because what she realized is most women want the wedding, but they don't want to be a wife.
That's a fact. And I think the same thing for men, too. I think a lot of men actually want the marriage or the wedding, but they don't want to be husbands.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean, again, you could be right. I mean, I would assume, probably is men, but Men care about weddings like that?
Some of them do, not all of them. Not all of them. But I'm talking about this idea, right? Not just the ceremony, right?
Okay. Okay. The idea of being married.
Being married. And it's like being married is a form of sacrifice on all parties involved, right? Like, but it's not this constant honeymoon. It's really not. But a lot of people have misguided thoughts, feelings, and views on marriage.
Well, because it's work. Marriage is work.
Absolute work. Absolute work.
You know. So, anyway.
All right. So did we get this one? Oh, yeah, we got this one. All right.
Yeah.
And where I'm
from, a man not being able to control their emotions cost them their life. It's true.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's true. Absolutely love Brandy Broken Hearted and Sunny Day.
Give it up.
Of course he gets the one. Shout out to Wanye.
Of course.
Although it's kind of questionable. Never mind. But shout out to Wanye though.
Really? Really?
Terrible. I don't know what the ages were, man, but I'm not getting into that.
I thought you was going to say Mace.
No comment. Truth be told, and sadly, some men mature mostly in jail. It's unfortunate but true.
Thanks.
Man, I got so much I can say about that.
What up, Thunder? Happy Friday, brother.
What did I miss? What up, Thunder?
We talking about options, and we start talking about marriage, and we talking about elderly parents. We all over the place today, but happy Friday.
Man, we about to do our Bitcoin giveaway though. Can someone? All right, Kobe was a teenager at the time though, so no Black Mamba slander. What is our hashtag for our giveaway? We're gonna do our giveaway because we got sleep in the morning.
Hashtag 400%.
Rory Marius in his bag.
400%. And listen, we didn't even really finish right why I love Leaps, because yes, this XLE play was awesome, but some of my greatest returning performances have been with Leaps. A couple of years ago, many of y'all might remember Ford. I was talking about Ford. I made some money off Ford. I made money off Ford stock, but shout out to Coach Carter, our brother Malik Carter. He said, Kamari, buy the Ford Leaps.
Mm-hmm.
They were like 65 cents a piece. I think I spent all in $65. I bought a couple of them. I made multiple 3-figure returns on that. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And then Ford hit like 13, 14. Now just got stuck. Just stuck.
Listen, man. Shout out to Leaps, man.
Yeah, shout out to Leaps.
All right, there's a good hashtag right there.
Where we at? Right there. Hashtag Leaps.
I think that's what we got to run with.
I think you're right. Even though I did like 400%, but
I know you like 400%. I know you do. I like that better. All right, okay, like Juvenile, 400 Degrees. Classic album, by the way.
I haven't listened to that in a while. I need to go back and check that.
That's because you have an East Coast bias.
We go on a paper chase. Actually, I have a somewhat East Coast bias.
No, you do have East Coast bias.
No, I have somewhat of East Coast bias because I recognize my East Coast bias and I fight against it. Right? I fight against it. Thank you for that, sir. $25 equals 35,314 sats. Man.
Randy was the real villain in Moesha. Frank was second. Interesting. Interesting.
Hashtag Leaps. Hashtag Leaps. All right. Leaps it is. The people have spoken. Let me throw my Yamin in there.
But you definitely got your East Coast bias, as long as you know that.
I guess. Not necessarily. So one of my favorite rappers is Fonte. He's from North Carolina. Some would say Fonte has an East Coast type style swing, but he's a little bit different. He's different. But yeah, KRS-One, the GOAT, the GOAT, East Coast all the way.
All right, y'all. So if you're here for the first time, put hashtag Leaps in the comment section. That will put you in our giveaway. We do give away Bitcoin. When you win, you have to go into the village. How do you get into the village, Jimmy? You get into the village by going to blackwealthrebels.com. That's blackwealthrebels.com. You got to be a member. It is free to join the village. Shout out to all our paid members. We love you and appreciate you guys as well. But what happens is you send me a message, either inbox or on one of the comments of the videos, and give me your Lightning address. How do I get my Lightning address, Jimmy? Go to Cash App, click on Bitcoin, Click on receive, which is an up and down arrow. It'll give you a QR code. Tap that QR code. It's going to give you a Bitcoin address and a Lightning address. Tap your Lightning address, copy it, send it to me, and you get paid this evening. Kamari, when you get ready to collect your rent monthly, do you roll up in an old Lincoln, blast across 110th Street wearing a pinstripe suit with the gators on? I think he's more of a recent gangster. Like you see, he must have collected rent today. He put his red on.
But listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Freddie's Dead is playing in my mind right now. So if y'all don't know what that song is, that's Curtis Mayfield. By the way, was it me or not ever talking about that? Curtis Mayfield.
You told me about something he did, and I didn't know it.
He retained his publishing.
Okay.
And because when he was with the Impressions, which was a great group, they had a lot of revolutionary work, a lot of revolutionary songs, but they never really sold out their royalties. But he was never a super breakout artist. And so they kind of was trying to lure him away. And then he said, no, then Superfly hit. And the rest is history.
See, this is why reading is amazing, right? Because you learn about, and why Black history is amazing, because you learn so many things about people that have come before us. Because a lot of times they try to paint this picture like none of us were on the ball, none of us knew what was going on. Martin came, got us some rights, and now we better. Like, when we had people moving in all spaces, doing all kinds of amazing things, creating things, building things, and just doing all kinds of revolutionary work that a lot of us just don't know about.
By the way, shout out to Don Johnson, right? Don Johnson is a member of our investment club, and he did a wonderful presentation on the founder and creator of Black History Month, Dr. Carter G. Woodson.
Hey, Don, I don't know if you're still listening, but if you are listening, Kamari really was impressed by that. He was talking about it after the fact.
So I'm super impressed by it, right? Because, you know, a lot of people always say, well, why did they give us the shortest month? Well, they didn't give us nothing. We actually earned it. We took it. We possessed it, right? It wasn't just a giving. And I don't understand, like Jimmy just said, if you read just a little bit about Black stuff, you would find out about that. But no, that's not it. So Thunder, Freddie's Dead is probably my favorite song on that soundtrack. I just think it's so genius. It's so genius. And then my man Dino Jones, by the way, I'm a Dino Jones stan too. He flipped it and did his thing on that as well. Jimmy don't know nothing about
Dino Jones is dope. He got a classic album.
All right, Kamari is cutting from Dead Prez when you collect this.
Tell me which way did she go? Pretty young thing in a GS4.
Come on, you're not going to, can we get
no, you got to pay for that, doggy.
Can we, have you seen that?
Nah, no free. Nothing for free, man.
Y'all, the boy got octaves, y'all. The boy
that's
got
not
bars.
for free, man.
That's not for free.
You know what I'm saying?
So when we have a benefit for By the Hood Academy, by the way, it's a nonprofit. Can we get you to sing when we do a fundraiser?
Hey, if y'all gonna donate money, you know what I'm saying, I give y'all full concert. I might break out into some Drew Hill Tell Me jumps if y'all gonna donate for the babies.
No Drew Hill. Just stay right there on the Donald Jones.
Yo, did you see that post I put up? I was reading about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the legend.
Kareem, absolutely 11.
Did you see that post I put up about him?
I did not.
Kareem sold all of his MVP rings, MVP trophies, championship rings.
He did that a while ago, right?
Yeah, but they were interviewing him recently, and they asked him about, like, why would he sell it all? And he was like, he got close to $3 million for it. And he donated every penny of it to causes that support children's education. And he said, I thought about it, and would I rather just leave it in my house in a room, just, you know, sitting there collecting dust, or could I put it to use to take care of the babies? And he said it's a no-brainer.
Shout out to Kareem. All right, so Jigga, I am trying to get Don to come into the village and do his presentation. It was marvelous.
It was part of our investment club. You know what I'm saying? And if you're interested in the investment club, holla at me. Oh, Kamar, I forgot that one too. February 22nd, I'm speaking at a legendary place, man.
Okay,
the church.
where?
The church.
Oh yeah, that's right. The campus, the $20 million campus.
They have a $20 million campus. You know what I'm saying?
This is a Black church.
Yes.
I think that's great, man. That is definitely a Black wealth story. Definitely a Black wealth story. And I know a lot of people don't like the church, but everything bad didn't come from the church. Wait a minute. Yeah, Black History Month was given to us because Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass was born 2 days from each other. Okay. All right. So he's trolling right now, but I got you. I got you. I see what you did there.
No, he's not trolling.
Well, a little bit, because he said, "Yeah, Black History was given to us because," right? But he knows the history, so
I didn't think. Well, again, maybe you are trolling. I didn't think he meant it trolling. I think you were just giving the answer, right? That is the reason why February was chosen.
Yeah, but it's not given. It wasn't given.
Oh, you talking about the word "given" being used?
He said "given." That's the key word.
I got you. I just didn't read it that way, but maybe you're right. Maybe he was trolling. I don't know.
Jim got them pipes. Pause. Oh man.
I wonder if Kareem is the only Hanafi. Yo, chill.
Oh, that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. That's some crazy history right there.
Yeah, but it's history. It's ours, though. It's ours. We gotta own every bit of it. It's all lessons, right? It's all lessons. He's always been generous. He's always been generous. Yes, he has. All right, so are we ready to spin the wheel?
So he said he wasn't trolling. He misspoken. See, that's why I didn't think he was trolling. All right. Also, real quick, can you put the hashtag on the screen for at least like a 30 seconds for me, then we can get out of here?
It's coming up, man. It's coming up. By the way, Jimmy said we were only going to be on here for 15 minutes.
I enjoyed talking to you, bro. We got into a good conversation. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. Listen, I have no problems. No problems.
I'm gonna pay for it in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get up early and take care. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, we gotta be like the Gap Gang. Gotta get up early in the morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, so hashtag Leaps, y'all. Hashtag Leaps. Do us a favor. If you know anybody who would appreciate this content, share it out. Share it out. Share it out.
Who got a better catalog, the Gap Band or the Commodore?
That's a great question. I gotta sit on that. For a minute.
That's what she said.
So for me, oh God, for me, I'm gonna pick the Gap Band, but the Commodore's got slaps. They got slaps.
Okay.
They got a lot of slaps. But I'm a major Charlie Wilson fan.
You see, I didn't say Charlie Wilson or Lionel.
I know.
I'm talking about the actual bands, though.
I know, but Charlie Wilson keeps the Gap Band alive. I feel like Lionel don't care about the Commodores no more.
Well, because he didn't necessarily want to go solo. They kind of, Anyway, by the way, I have an unpopular opinion. Lionel Richie, I think his catalog is better than Charlie Wilson anyway.
It depends on which way you're grading it.
If you take the full Gap Band and Charlie solo, and you take the Commodores and Lionel solo, I think Lionel washes them.
He doesn't wash them because I'm in my opinion.
And by the way, I love Charlie Wilson. This is not a shot. I don't think people understand. Lionel Richie got Grammys for country albums. Like Lionel Richie is him.
But okay, so I'm grading it through a black lens. How often do you listen to Lionel Richie and Commodore's music versus how often do you listen to Gap Band and Charlie Wilson's music?
I'm the wrong person to ask that to. I listen to Lionel Richie at least once a week.
Okay, I listen to Charlie Wilson every day.
Okay,
I listen to the Gap Band every day.
That's a preference.
It is.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I'm the wrong person to kind of ask that to. So,
Well, we are diametrically opposed.
Yes, we are. But I also realize that I understand that Charlie Wilson, right, because of also relationships. And he gets his just due. He gets his flowers.
All right, Jigga says, how was it given if Carter G selected and the college cats in Ohio built upon
it? I saw the story that they was clowning him for not throwing money. I'm like, he don't get an exemption because of what he's done in the past. Like, they're like, what have you done for me lately, man?
Yeah, poured them Janet bars. Big Meats had a BTC week on the Miami pole scene. Yo, that's wild.
The Midnight Ballerinas was talking crazy about the boy, man.
I mean, how many people did he put through college? Help finance homes and cars. I
want somebody to do a true study, right, on how many strippers actually went to college. That used to be a thing, and I don't know I know a bunch of young ladies who were midnight ballerinas who told me they were doing that to go to college. I don't know that I know one that ever actually got the degree.
No, that's not true. What's the
I'm
documentary?
talking about who I know personally is what I'm talking about.
Oh, but you know the document, the Magic City documentary. They talked about it.
Do they? I didn't
Yeah,
see that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's out.
It's pretty interesting.
What's it
It's,
on?
it is on. I'll tell you in 2 seconds because I didn't know the boy went to jail.
All right, don't ruin the doc for me. Tell me what it's on. I'm gonna watch it.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I never watched that. I'll watch
I
it,
think
but
it's maybe 5 episodes or something like that. It's pretty interesting.
again, I'm talking about young ladies I knew personally who used to always tell me like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get through school. Or I'm trying to get through nursing school," and it's like, all right, cool.
So
I don't
you're
know any of them
saying,
that.
so you believe they actually enjoyed it? That's why they did it.
Well, I don't even
Or they
think they
like
just
the money.
enjoyed it, right? I think some people
They
do
like the
enjoy
money.
it, right?
Okay.
Some do enjoy it, but I feel like sometimes it's like the money comes so fast that it's like, do I actually even want to do this? And then life happens too, so it's not a shot at anybody.
So do we need to do like Vlad and now Joe Buttons interview strippers and porn stars?
Honestly, I would love to do that, not for the reasons you think though. I think they have some of the best stories.
Okay.
I really do. They do. They have some of the best stories.
So they
And by
have
the
the
way,
best stories. Are they really the best stories, or do you just like watching them tell the stories? And then
no,
in
it's
your
not about. It
mind,
has nothing to do with their
you're like,
physical.
wow, this is really a great story. She's so beautiful.
No, not like that. Come on, man. I'm not Zion, dog. And by the way, Joe don't be having. I mean, Joe did have Janice, but she's
And
different though.
Janice is the one I was talking about, by the way.
Janice, never mind. I'm gonna leave my Janice thoughts to myself because they're not politically correct.
She's a troll. Is that what you want to say?
No, Janice is different.
She is. She is.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. But what my point being is though, no, they're interesting people. A lot of people in the underworld are interesting people when you start to figure out how they got there. You
Yes, they
figure
are.
out why they're still there, and you get to hear the stories of people that they've come across in their journey. There used to be a podcast. I don't think it airs anymore. Where dude would talk to
Uh,
all kinds of nefarious people in the underworld,
I
or get
mean,
their real estate license. That's another one too. You right about that, Jamil.
yeah. Now this is interesting. There's a doc written by Ice Cube on a magic ballerina that gets her degree. I think it's called Players Club. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. All right, y'all, listen. So, do
Yeah.
y'all have, are y'all, I do have a question. Is anybody also into options and leaps out there? Put it in the chat and let us know. All right, so we need to spin this wheel, y'all. So, hopefully, everybody has gotten their stuff together. I got 10. Oh, they don't want no sets. Thank God.
That's fine
Thank God.
though. Listen,
Thank God. Thank
yeah,
God.
we have way more people in here that join, but that's fine. Some folks don't care to get it. Let's just get it spin.
Okay.
Let's get out of here, man. Let's
Let's
spin. Let's
spin.
see the
Let's get
folks
out
that
of here. All right, Jigga's in
get it.
spy options. Okay. Jigga got that bread. I can't afford spy options. By the way, part of my strategy.
He also said they have the best stories. I have some wild ones being a talent agent and driving girls to bachelor parties. See what I mean? They definitely got the best story.
So I love it. I love it. But I will say this, right?
And if you're interested in leaps, and shoot me a message in the village. I'll send you the book to get, and you read the book, man. The book is the GOAT book on leaps. Just shoot me a message, and I'll send it over to you, beloved. I'll send you the link to get the book.
So I love the dumpster dive, though. I love buying cheap stuff. It makes it more fun for me.
Okay, Fred G. Sanford.
Hey, man.
The
Listen,
Sanford Arms.
another person's trash can be my
I
treasure.
think I told you this. I recently went and watched the episode called The Sanford Arms when Fred had got his own rental property.
Yeah, I never saw that episode. I gotta go look it up.
I was dying laughing because he violated so many fair housing rules in that episode. Now, obviously, this is back in
He
the
was
70s.
discriminating left and right. I can only imagine.
Oh my God, he was violating so many fair housing laws, dog. I said HUD would have had his ass on a platter.
We're gonna spin this wheel. Spin this wheel.
Let's go, y'all. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck to me. Let's see if I can win some sets. I need them.
Can't believe you put your name in here, man. You disgusting.
Come on, man. Damn.
Angela, are you still here?
Congratulations. Are you ready? Now, if you're not here, you do not get the sets. So you got to report for duty, and you got to be in the village.
Angela, are you here? Angie, are
Angela,
you okay? Angie, are you okay? Are you okay, Angie?
congratulations.
Angie, are you okay? Are you okay, Angie? Angie, are you okay? Oh, here she go. There we go. There
There
we
we
go.
go.
There we
There we
go.
go. There we go. She's
All right,
here.
Angela. Go into the village, blackwealthrebels.com. Shoot us your lightning address, how to get to your lightning address. Go to Cash App, hit Bitcoin, hit receive. See the QR code, tap the QR code, hit lightning, send that to me, and I'll get it to you for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, he's working fast tonight, y'all.
That's what she said. Anyway.
You need therapy.
I probably do. Listen, if you are in Philadelphia, tomorrow morning we'll be at 108 East Price Street. At this point, in the next 10 hours, about 10 hours, we'll be at 108 East Price Street in the Germantown section of Philadelphia. Hopefully, Kamari's on time.
I gotta make it.
You'll be on time, bro.
All right. So, question.
Yes.
How many times have you beat me to the church?
Well, I do that on purpose because you had a key. And plus, I know you want to make a lot before we get there. So, with that being said, though, listen, 108 East Price Street tomorrow morning. Come out and join this fellowship, get a free meal. I know it's going to be cold as hell, but we will be there. We love y'all.
You might
be in the village, content every day. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all. BlackWealthRebels.com.
I might not be there. Listen, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll see y'all next week.
Love y'all.
You're free, y'all later.